Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your life's journey.
No, it's okay. Like for me, it's
No, no,
because I think
receive,
it's
receive.
I receive.
Thank you for sharing your story. Your story is powerful.
Thank you very much.
Your story is so powerful. Your dreams are powerful. Your
Mhm.
dreams are valid.
I hope it's gonna be. I wish it's gonna be inspiration now for other people or for the youth, for other people to like to be able to overcome the pressure the society is putting on us.
Mm.
Mostly self-control. That's the most thing we have to focus on. Self-control. I'm not telling you you have to be cold-blooded, but you need to manage your emotions. That's why we need men in our life with kids, because men teach kids how to manage their emotions. I never had a dad in my life or male presence. I was just by myself. All I learned by experience. I made mistakes,
Mm.
but you learn from mistakes. Okay, I watched other people how they were kids, they were treated. I always want to be treated. I it's not that I am like, oh, I didn't have a father. I'm like a victim now. No, I walked throughout this process. Like other people act to me as father. Crazy.
Yes, the
Your
universe will make a plan, whatever you need.
your coach is your father
Right.
because they always do the best, lead you to the best. That's
Sometimes your
what
father can even be your
they
coach.
can't even be your life coach because they're like, for me, what they say, okay, when you get to 18 years old, you go to work. If not, you're not gonna. I swear to God, my parents told me this. You have to. 18 years old, they made me quit school, and because my school, my teacher, they were like, oh, you should continue. They're like, no, no, because I don't want to maintain you anymore. You need to pay your bills and do this kind of things. I was fucking 18. I was like, whoa. I cried. I cried, but I couldn't cry to anyone. I was like, okay, so
So your parents were like, no, 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 at 18, you need to get out, go manage
yeah,
yourself, and you
manage
cried.
yourself. And I was
You
like, I cried. I
cried.
was like, it's
You
not about
cried.
managing yourself, but education for me, it was important going to school. And when the teacher said, you're good at school,
Right.
you should continue. And I knew my class, they were all disasters. Like I was the top three of the school. I swear to God, like, and I wasn't giving much,
Right, right.
so I knew I had this ability, but my parents never like relay or ask me, what do you want to be as a kid? What do you
What do
like
you
to
want to be?
king?
You already are.
I'm a king. I want to create my community and give, like, you start from a community. You create your own community, like, give people, empower people to then inspire each other because I think that's the only solution
That's
for us.
kingmanship.
That's the only solution for us. And as people, taking group by group, educating that group, and it will just spread around. I think it's the only solution rather than trying to help people. No, it's education.
You can actually help people.
You can't help
You,
them.
who are
They will
you?
rely on you all life. No,
Yeah,
it's
and they
not
will.
just do it. It's just teach them how to do it themselves.
Yeah, and go fucking do it yourself. Get some self-esteem and go do it yourself. And this is why Africa is not working.
Mm,
Because this, especially in South Africa, there's like 30 million people on government aid. I'm like, where is this money coming from? People are not paying taxes. 30 million people are not paying taxes. And yet you're giving them government support. Like, where the hell is this money coming from?
this is
It
happening
doesn't make sense.
because they're collecting way more money from another side. That's the part.
It doesn't make sense. Like, teach people how to fish for themselves and they become happier. They are less depressed. They're less complaining. They're less having sex, making more babies to go get more grants for. I don't understand. I don't understand.
It's a trap, systematical trap. Okay, just to make you. That's why you have to be careful when the government give you too much. Trust me, they don't do it for your good, man. They do it to trap you or to make you who they want. It's true. Having kids will make you feel, oh, I'm having kids because I have child support or this and that. But then you will end up having 10 kids. I don't know. I think you spend already the child support. How are these kids going to manage when they grow up? Like, I would like to have a kid having something to give to one or two kids, not 100 kids, because I wouldn't be able
There's no time.
to solve all of the problem. Most of them are going to end up doing what they don't want in life or being criminalized or do this kind of. This is things we have to manage as well as black people, black community. We just can't keep producing without having future for our kids. It's crazy. You need to think about this. Like, I could have 10 kids or whatever with different women, but it's not what I really want because I have, by experience, growing up without parents or parent figure, hard, man. People like me become criminals if we don't pay attention. We become criminals. Like I can see, I could be like really dangerous if I want, but no, I kind of like with my mind suppress this.
Thank God for your granny.
Yeah, I
Thank
kind
God
of
for your granny
suppress
and
it
whipping you.
and keep it like keep it together. You know, people lose it, and people with this kind of life, they like you don't have that parenthood. They lose control, over emotions, can stab someone because of emotion. This happens a lot every day.
And then you end up in prison and you can't travel the world.
I've lived in the UK. This happens on a daily basis. Like kids, because they are African kids, stabbing each other because they are out of their mind. This is not their society. This is not their society. They are not like I lived in London for 2 years. This is not their society.
So they're losing their minds.
They lose their minds because they're not guided by their parents. What I'm saying, your parents are busy. You are going to school, which is made by the government, and the society is all against you. Like doesn't make you feel comfortable. Like I was living in Brixton back then. Like when I was going, I used to see like young black guys like lost in the street, like just like on drugs or something. I'm like, I never knew black people did drugs in my life. No,
You never hear black people did drugs.
I swear to God, like in
Nigeria, they don't do drugs.
I think they do, but I never. If they see you doing drugs, they will just beat the shit
They'll
out of you.
beat you.
Everybody will beat you because we are
grandmother, aunties, all of them. People
talking. They will beat you. Because you need to. It's for the society. We are protecting the society. And like I lived in Italy most of my. I lived in different countries. I saw people doing drugs and stuff. But when I saw like black people always do that, I'm like, bro. Never thought so. I thought we were just like weed and stuff, but they just like booming. I'm like, oh, this world is crazy. We need deliverance.
That sounds so Nigerian.
Oh, our ancestors said. I'm like, they're pretty shocked because they're lost.
They're lost.
They're lost. It's not their fault because in this system, what they systematically do, like also in my city is Brescia, where I live, where I was raised. There is this area, like design part of the city, where it's for immigrants, and there is nothing rather than just poor managed area. So you live in an environment that doesn't help you to elevate, it just keeps you down. And you say to the people, look, you live for the poor place, and they kind of mock you from where you're coming from. And the government doesn't succeed, so you just find yourself with people without self-knowledge, a bit lost, just getting along with each other with nothing actually to share, maybe just sharing a joint. That's not sharing knowledge. They share,
and then they have sex with each other too.
Like, oh, this is life, and babies come and things goes, and life. You find yourself with kids at 18, and you don't know what is life. You haven't experienced life.
When is your YouTube channel starting? Because I'm like really encouraging him to do his YouTube channel because I'm like, after I've been spending time with my brother, I'm like, you are a big brother to all these African children, girls, but also the ones like me who are traveling the world. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least thank God I wasn't lost. I knew exactly what my culture is and I could call on my ancestors.
That's the thing.
But there are so many young Africans who, are making it in New York. They are making it in America and Europe with them wigs and but they are so lost in the mind. They're drunk and lost.
Because when you don't have self-knowledge, you try to adapt. Just to be accepted.
I tried that. It almost broke my spirit. As soon as I started calling my ancestors, that ended.
As long as you feel like you're not comfortable, just don't do it. You don't have to. Like, stick to your belief. Don't adopt your belief because of others. We all have our own beliefs.
Repeat again.
Don't adopt your beliefs based on other people's reflection because we all have our own beliefs. Like self-knowledge, not only self-knowledge, beliefs on life, how you should live your life and everything. Like you can be getting information from outside all the time. You need to look for information inside sometimes. And before you get this, sometimes you need to get through a stage. First of all, education, read more. Reading is powerful. It's really powerful. Like reading, like also like human control, human self-knowledge of human. There are plenty of books there.
Self-help books.
Law of attraction. Self-knowledge. I did this. I took time from life. The past 4 years of my life,
Mm.
I focused on my uh, studies, like self-knowledge, everything, because I was planning for this moment, because I was doing a job I didn't like. It wasn't chosen by me. Like I told my parents, look, I'm doing a job that makes me sad because I can't make money for living, but it's not what I want to do.
Mm.
So I told them, look, I'm going to study again, start my education. I started studying. I did my things. I'm like, I want to study sports science because I like sport. It makes me happy. And with this, I can make people happy because I like to help people. Really, the thing about me is like, what makes me happy really is like helping people.
Yeah. You're a healer.
But I don't want to be used.
Yeah, and this is the problem with healers. We like to attract the really sick ones that do not want to heal.
Mm.
And then we need to go be like, oh, okay, this one doesn't want to heal, so I just need to be around people. So that's why it's good to be paid as a healer.
Yeah.
That's the boundaries for healers. Pay me up front, then I know you actually want to do this. Because the ones that don't want to pay you, they don't really want to heal.
No,
They'll just suck your energy.
Suck your energy. So I've been trying like people like around. I always try to empower people, manage, like give them. Some people thought I was crazy or whatever, but I would just be myself because I think if people just do this, we should be stronger because encouraging each other is free. You don't have to pay for that.
What a novel idea.
Like if I tell you like you are worth it, you can do whatever you want. It's not because I want to need something from you. It's
What a novel idea.
so I see people giving more love to dogs than human. I'm like, what the fuck?
What happened to us as a people?
What happened? Something is wrong here. I don't know.
What happened? They lick their dog's faces and all sorts of things, and they hate their children,
Voila.
and they don't want to speak to them. I'm like, yeah.
Hey. I don't have anything against dogs, but you know, like humanity is weird sometimes. But
I said humanity.
it's weird. Like
Okay, I have to tell you something. I'm gossiping a little bit. I was in South Africa and I saw black people walking their chihuahuas. I said, since when do black people walk chihuahuas? And the chihuahuas had fancy clothes and shoes. I said, this has got something real weird.
they need to decolonize their mind.
I said, Yella, since when do black people walk their chihuahuas with shoes?
Chihuahuas, where we need to go hunting. As we keep animals because we go hunting. We train them to go hunting.
What happened to a black person's mind where they cannot connect with another black person and they have to connect with a chihuahua?
I don't know. They want to be. It is called being accepted by the society.
Oh.
Maybe they step with people high class and they want to.
Yeah, it
feel
was in the
accepted.
high-end neighborhood, the high-class neighborhood with the dog.
Yeah,
I said, yo,
that's-
black people are now walking their chihuahuas.
Yes, so
Yes, Cap.
And yeah, this is the thing when you try to adapt to something that is not really yours. It's not your mirror. Why you're doing that? You don't have to adapt. Also,
But you'll be ostracized from that group.
it doesn't matter. That's where power comes from. You want to be powerful? Stay alone. It's harsh to say, but this is the easiest way to know your.
These things.
It's the easiest way to know your worth and your power. I did this. I experienced this. I did this. It's hard. It's not
No.
easy. But what you will get after is crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
atomic god power.
It's crazy because you will discover things you were given for granted, but this is just actually your gift. I used to be really empathic. I am empathic. Like
You're
I
a
can
healer.
I can feel energy. I adjust energy. Like when I'm in a group, I found that I have this ability to like just bring good energy to people. So when I go on holidays with friends, like these kind of things, it's about adjusting. Like we all have different energy and so ever. And being empathic, I noticed that people were taking me for granted. They were just coming over and taking what they want, and
Men will disrespect you after that.
they thought I was the one who needed them because I was. You know, when you're good with your knowledge you share, they think because you need. No, bro, I just think because we are friends and we should be strong together. This is my point of view. Also, being African, I don't care if you're from Ghana, from this and this. And this is one thing I want to tell my African brothers as well. We should stick together for fucking like really like not judging one from where I've been judged most by African people as well because I'm from Nigeria and it's crazy. Also because sometimes I tend to like go out with white friends.
Mm.
I was raised in the neighborhood. Like, it's not because I see them every day. My friends are people I play with every day, not the one that live in the city because you're famous or this or that. I stick with like local people. Like, I stay home. We study together, we do this together, we grew up together. And we are still friends till today. No matter the color, like, bro, they can call me today, tomorrow. Hey, how are you? I'm here, you can come. They came here to some friends came here to see me. And it's not always like about race, or it's like empowerment. Empowerment between each other. That's the thing that
I think the being judged by your own people is the it feels like a betrayal to your soul.
Yeah, because
you're the people that are supposed to accept me because the world is cruel and cold as it is. Like, I should be coming to you. But I think that's why we chose this path, because we knew that we were strong souls and we had a mission to break the boundaries of the limitations of Africans and what they think they can achieve and what they think they can do. And all of the sad stories that we have, they become the limitations that box us.
Self-minded. An example. Can I make an example?
Of course, as many as you want.
Outside my journey, before the pandemic, I woke up one morning, I'm going to change my life. This is what I said.
Just like that.
I went for a run. I said, I'm going to focus more in fitness industry because I want to change my life. This is what I am.
Before the fitness industry, you were doing what?
I was an electrician, traveling. I was always traveling, living in different countries. And then I went back to Italy. I keep going with my electrical engineering stuff, automation. But it's good salary, but I wasn't happy. So I told my parents, look, I'm going to reinvest in myself. I pay my studies no matter what and study just time. I was working and studying. This for myself. And I did it because I wanted to change. I wanted to change my life. And this changed because I like to help people. Helping people at the gym it's help. It makes me feel good. Like, you teach someone and it's like you give them a lot of knowledge that can help them through life. And working with a personal trainer, it's not always like lifting weights. People seek for emotion guidance. Sometimes they just don't even focus on what they just want someone to speak with. And me being empathic, I can feel your energy directly, so I kind of adjust it. Talking to you, like giving you, maybe you're missing a point that can, some people they don't, you need to be on top to have a few view about the situation, a clear view. When you're outside, that's when you get a clear view. Like, have you ever noticed this? Like, even living in your country, I noticed this living in Italy. Living there, you don't realize that you live in a trap.
No, you don't until you're out.
When I went out from outside, looking at the country, like what the news is giving and everything, I realized, like, bro, there is something wrong with that country. Like, it's a trap. Like, what is going on? And people there, when you're in the matrix, because every country is a different matrix.
Yes, it's a different energy, different rules.
When you get to a different matrix, so you are the one who decide if you like this matrix, this matrix, this matrix. Some matrix are good, some are bad. The pro and contras. No matrix is perfect.
Yes,
but some can make you good.
Yeah.
Are good. Some
like here, this matrix is
amazing.